Blairing Out with Eric Blair at the Ronnie James Dio Stand Up and Shout Cancer Fund first annual guitar auction. I'm here with Wendy Dio. Wendy, tell me how this came to be and about getting all these people to donate these amazing guitars.
Well, we started off, we were just going to collect a few for our gala, you know, because we have an auction there and so on. And then everybody was just so generous and they kept sending us, and then suddenly we had 80 guitars and we were like, oh, wow. So we asked Darren at Julian's Auctions if he would be interested, and he said absolutely. And he's been fantastic. And we had a VIP party the other day. A lot of the artists that donated guitars came down, and it's been amazing. I'm hoping we're going to raise. I think we're going to raise at least 100,000. We have Eddie Van Halen, which I think is already. It's not even auction started yet, but online I think his is over 4,000. As is Iron Maiden, Metallica, Brian May, Nikki Sixx's bass. We've got Jonas Brothers. We've got Bon Jovi. We've got Taylor Swift. We crossed the board. Everybody has just been so amazing, and everybody loved Ronnie.
How do you get the word out to people about something like this? Because, I mean, all of these people's schedules are amazingly busy.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Some of them we asked, Brian May just sent his. Tony heard about it, Tony Iommi, he just sent his. And we actually have a very strange one from Tony, because we had two, which we kind of got mixed up. The one that was supposed to be here got auctioned off at the gala for $8,000. This one was a very different one because it was sent to him to play on the record, but it's a right-handed one, and he's left-handed. Yeah. So he couldn't play it, so he signed it and gave it to us. So it's kind of an unusual one.
The Ronnie James Dio guitar.
Oh, from DMZ.
That isn't. I mean, that isn't amazing. Tell me a little bit about that guitar.
That was made by a company called DMZ, and they heard about the guitar auction, and they came over and donated it to us at the office. And I thought it was just amazing. As I said, I'm going to bid on that one too, and the Swarovski crystal one too. That was made by Glam Guitars. 40 hours of work to do that, of Ronnie's sign on it, which is great. And the elephant guitars, of course, we went to Thailand, and the elephants there used to be over 3,000 elephants. There's only about 300 now, and they're trying to save the elephants. And so this is sort of a project of people saving elephants, elephants saving people. As on those three guitars, which were hand-painted not hand-painted, trunk-painted by the elephants, we are splitting the proceeds with the elephant reservation.
What other guitars here are standouts to you?
Brian May's, it's a played one.
Brian was friends with Ronnie.
Yes, he was.
Definitely ran in the same circles.
Yes, they did. They definitely did. Slash, of course, has been a great supporter, always a supporter of everything. He's given us so many things, and he's been such a supporter. Played at functions for us, done all kinds of stuff. He's been amazing. You
apparently have this Eddie Van Halen. It's a one-of-a-kind Eddie Van Halen guitar.
Yes, Eddie Van Halen's. It's his own prototype guitar, no serial number, and I hope we will make a lot of money from that one. And Eddie was fantastic giving us that. He really was. But he's had cancer himself. Yeah. He's a cancer survivor, so...
Well, it seems like in the last, 10 years, not only a lot of people in the music business, but a lot of our friends close to us have been getting cancer also.
Absolutely, and I think we have to have early detection. Early detection saves lives, especially with men, because women are very good at being checked, men are not. So drag yourself down there, or your father, or your brother, or your loved one, and make sure they get checked. Early detection saves lives, definitely saves lives. If we'd have known earlier that Ronnie had cancer, it could have been saved, but it was at too late a stage, and that's why it's very, very important to get checked.
I think Bill Bixby also had prostate cancer. And the thing is that he had been in pain for a long time, but people said, get it checked, but he's like, I'm so busy. And
well, that's the same with Ronnie. He thought he had indigestion. He thought it was some kind of, thing when he kept taking, all this indigestion medication and stuff. So I'm so busy, I'm on the road, I'm doing this, I don't have time. And I think that Tony probably would have done the same if he hadn't have had the experience with Ronnie. Tony got checked early, and we were so, so happy that the treatment's working and he seems fine.
Wendy, one of the things I wanted to ask you is, do you think that Ronnie it's not his music alone that is a legacy now, but it's also the cancer research.
Cancer research, the way Ronnie was just loved by everybody. I mean, he was just a really good person. He was a people's person. He enjoyed people, enjoyed his fans, enjoyed his friends, enjoyed nothing better than having a conversation. That was his most joy in life, apart from performing on stage. Those were his two joy, and playing with his animals.
So, but in life and now even in death, he's still giving to the world.
Absolutely, and he wanted to. He was a giver. I mean, we've supported Children of the Night for many, many years, and he's always supported animal charities and so on. And so now, you know, obviously the cancer, we have to help. We have to help people. If we can save one life, it was worth everything.
What are your hopes and dreams for today?
Well, we've got this one going on. Next year we'll have the tribute album coming out, for sure. We have a lot of people it's in the works that they're working on things. Metallica's already finished theirs for us, and Anthrax and Glenn Hughes. Rob Halford's working on it. I think Alice Cooper's working on it. Motorhead's January will get theirs. So we have a whole classic side, a whole classic CD ready. We're ready next year, and so I'm hoping to then ask the younger bands to do the tribute to Ronnie as well. So we'll have a classic one, so it can do 2 CDs, a classic one and a younger bands.
What are some of the younger bands that you would pick to cover Ronnie's songs?
Approach anyone, but who I would pick would definitely be Korn, Avenged Sevenfold. Just bands, if they've been influenced.
The Black Veil Brides.
Yeah, Black Veil Brides. Anyone that has been influenced by Ronnie or Ronnie's music. And I think it would be a great tribute. It would be great fun to do, too.
I think that's genius. Have you been able to oversee, and did they come to you and tell you which songs that they were going to cover?
I gave them songs to pick. They could pick anything from Elf, Rainbow, Dio, Sabbath, whichever songs they wanted to do. Because I think that, you know, always with Ronnie and I, we worked together as a team. He always was a creative one, and I always did the business side. I never interfered with his music. He never interfered with my business. And I think that if you give the person the creativity, that's what they are. They create. Let them create which song they'd like to create.
And have you heard any of the songs?
I have. I've heard Glenn's, which is amazing.
What song did he
cover? Catch the Rainbow.
Oh, nice.
And it's amazing. Absolutely brought so many tears to my eyes. The Anthrax one is Neon Nights. It's fantastic. Metallica one, I'm not going to tell you what that is.
I was just going to ask that.
It's going to be a surprise. It's a medley, and it's going to be a surprise.
Well, Wendy, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We wish you much great success with the guitar auction today.
Thank you so much, and thank you for always your support. I really appreciate it.
No problem, Wendy.
The Blairing Out Show.